I'm just looking up at the crowd, just staring them down with my arms out, as I kind of do my little head bob like this. And there's probably like just a full row of Eagle fans, like a bunch of dudes right there in the front row, and they're all just giving me the bird like this, just birding me off. And I'm just looking at them like, you don't you don't know what you about to get into right now.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Warner House, brought to you by 33rd Team. We are here today audio only because I'm having a little bit of an off day today, but same schedule, same everything. Just check us out on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. We'll still have our YouTube up as well, just audio only.
Wonderful. Well, how about you let the people know how you're doing today?
Wow, guys. Yeah, I just couldn't pull it together today for a video. I've had a little bit of a hard day. I'm 25 weeks pregnant, and I'm just feeling every ounce of this pregnancy, and today was just a harder day.
Okay. And that's exactly how it's supposed to go.
I know. I did go to the gym, and I got a lot of stuff done, and I got everything I was supposed to get done, and I feel really accomplished, but just physically, I'm really, really struggling, and I think that I'm just having an off day. That's all.
Listen, you've been making this look so easy, so it's only right that every now and again, you start to feel a little queasy, a little sore, a little crampy, a little this, a little that.
It's really just to get real. It's just the pelvic pain is incredible. It's incredible. Any mamas out there that are listening, if you've ever had a baby, and I'm not sure, not everyone's the same, but if you've had pelvic pain throughout your pregnancy, it's just one of the most excruciating pains, and you just never know when it's going to come. And it's just kind of a thing where you can't take anything, so you just have to ride it out until you feel better. So, and usually it doesn't hit me this time of the day, but it definitely did. So I apologize, you guys. Next week we'll be back on to see our gorgeous faces, and it'll be back to normal.
Your gorgeous face.
Babe, you're stunning.
Wow.
You know that.
How about that? We love each other. Mwah. Yeah, so let's get right into it.
Well, how was your day first?
It was pretty great. Pretty great day given the circumstance.
Woke up
a winner.
Yeah.
Woke up a winner, slept in after a nice long flight home from Philadelphia. Love that place. And was able to sleep in.
I know Fred got home around 3:00 in the morning last night. I think that's also a reason why I don't feel that good this morning. My sleep was interrupted, but he got home. I thought you guys were going to get up so much earlier, but ended up being late, and you got to sleep in, which is nice.
Slept in, went about my day, got to the facility, got my workout in, watched the tape, had fun with that. Made the corrections, and now on to the next.
On to the next. What a great win, you guys. It's Victory Monday. We are so excited. I mean, that was such a big win. I mean, I wouldn't allow myself to get as nervous as I probably, not should have been, but, it was a big game. So I just kind of went in it with relaxed emotions, and it ended up being incredible.
Yes. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and dive right in. Okay. Let's just go ahead and talk about it.
Okay.
You weren't there to witness it. Just with the atmosphere and everything that was going around.
I just want to 49ers defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 42-19.
Whoa. Holy smokes. We
That was a score.
Yeah, you forget so quickly. It sometimes I guess the ball's just rolling your way, and it was rolling our way yesterday. We go throughout the week, right? And you prepare so hard throughout the week just to have a chance at winning one football game. And everybody knew what time it was all week long. It's it's best on best in the conference. I mean, best on best in the league, to be honest. I mean, two of the best teams in the entire NFL, regardless of conference. So You work so hard just to have a chance at winning a game on the road in a hostile environment against a great team. And so to win in that fashion is like, I mean, that tells you everything you know, that solidifies everything that you know about yourself and about your team, and what you guys are and what we're capable of. Now, the part that's hard is to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, hey, that wasn't the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's not the playoffs. We still have room to grow. We have to make sure we're ascending at the right time. You know what I'm saying? That we're getting better and staying humble, chopping wood, carrying water, that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what the mindset is there. But to talk a little bit more about yesterday, uh, boom, we go out there, and let me just kind of take you through my little morning, my little day. The night before, what day was it? It was Friday. Was it Friday?
Yeah, you guys got there on Friday
We got there on Friday. We get in late.
night. Yeah.
We get in late. It's late night. I go to sleep. Everybody wakes up at about 6 in the morning to construction outside. Doo, 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 doo. And we're all, I jump out of my sleep. What the heck?
Yeah.
What? And literally construction's going on at 6 in the morning.
Well, we talked about this before you left, that you guys were staying in the same hotel that they stayed in last year,
Mm-hmm.
and I stayed at that hotel as well because I was there last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the best. It's not the best for just sleeping in comfortable situations, especially for if like you're gonna go play a game, you want to be optimal
Yeah.
sleep and conditions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that same room even you said.
Yes, they had to have specifically put us in the same rooms because I walked in. It's like deja vu. I'm like, oh my god, you kind of have the bad little. You get those bad feelings again of when you were just literally feeling as if we were just there back like what in January. I'm like, how dare you guys put me back here? So anyway, I guess obviously it worked.
It did work. Wanted to remind you of how
But
horrible that
remind you of
was.
those. They just wanted to start to bring up those feelings.
Yep, bring
They
it up.
they very
Sit in
strategic,
it.
sit in it. They're very strategic about how they're going to go about it. So literally in the same exact hotel room, wake up at 6 in the morning to construction right outside the hotel. It's like, all right, this had to have been planned. They're already trying to get under our skin, trying to get us off our game. Bob, bob. Who knows what really happened? But anyway, yeah, we're woken up at 6 in the morning to construction. Boom, go out throughout Saturday, just regular protocol, regular process, and then thankfully on Sunday morning, no construction, so I was able to get a nice sleep slumber in, and yeah, I mean the vibes were just right. I think everybody was kind of on the same page. None of us talked about what we were going to wear to the game this game,
Oh my gosh, we didn't even talk about this yet.
babe.
We didn't even. Oh my gosh, we have so much to talk about.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to break down every part of it. Literally, none of us discussed, none of us talked about what we was gonna wear to the game. And what happens?
I'm like sitting on the couch scrolling, and I'm like, wait, everyone's in black.
Everyone rolled up in that
And
all
what did we
black joint.
do? What did we do? It was either Monday or Tuesday. Fred and I went and did a little errand running and shopping for his outfit. So we needed to make something up. And Fred, I didn't usually he'll ask me like my input on his outfit, but he didn't. I just was like, oh, just literally just walked into where we were and said, I want to wear all black. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And completely just constructed this beautiful suit that he wanted, this beautiful overcoat, and that's what he ended up wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess everybody was on the same exact.
It's hilarious because I'm walking in. I mean, I'm kind of in my mode, I got my headphones in. I'm walking in, but I'm kind of looking around and I see folks wearing the all black. I'm like, wait a minute. Everybody got the all black
It was like
on,
X-Men.
and we didn't even talk about it. But that just goes to show you how literally we all right here, like we all in the same mindset,
Yeah.
where it's like, man, we coming into their funeral.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what the mindset, and we
I
didn't even talk.
love it.
So that was just like I could like literally, and I think we still haven't even talked about that, which is freaking crazy. But yeah, that right there let me know everything I needed to know off rip. So then fast forward, we're going through warm ups and everything. You know, here's my thing with the warm ups.
Did they taunt you when you went out for warm-ups?
So
The Eagles fans.
no, actually not. I was prepared for it because you got kids out there who are on this. I'll specifically mention a story from last year. I'm out there on the sideline, or no, I'm out there in the end zone warming up, and it's a kid and his dad, and the dad had him prepped up, ready to go NFC Championship game. The kid's over there either saying cursing at me or got flipping me off or something crazy, and I'm like in shock. I'm like, wait, what? They got the kids over here acting like this, so
Listen, it's nuts.
it's a little crazy. I mean, it's a little different.
That's Philly. That's
It's a little
Philly for
different.
you.
It's a little different.
It's okay to say it's crazy because it is crazy.
Okay, it's a little crazy.
Okay.
Well, if they were doing that and I was the player on that team, I'd be like, oh yeah, go ahead, flip the other team off, like get them riled up.
There in Philadelphia,
They do a great job of trying to get the other team riled up. So like, man, like, hey, hats off to you because you do a great job. But anyway, this time around, there's no kids. There's no kids barking. There's no flipping off and these type of things. There's actually a good amount of Niner fans, which obviously I've spoken on already. The Niner fans this season on the road has been insane.
Incredible.
There was a ton of Niner fans out there. So I'm like, man, we good, we doing good. Okay. And then just to speak on warmups, let's just kind of break down how the NFL warm-up game goes. So earlier in the season, there was throughout time, there's always these little mind games being played in the warm-ups, right? And you saw over there when we went to Cleveland, there was a big brawl that happened like in the warm-up kind of pregame. We're at the midfield line, we're trotting out there, and then we're trying to meet up with our guys because the bigs and the linebackers, we all go out there, warm up with our pads on after the skill guys are already out there, like the quarterbacks, receivers, tight ends, like DBs. So we go out, we run out there to meet them, and we meet them about midfield. But in the Cleveland game, like Deebo and Ayuk, I think were the ones who were in the front. The DBs on the other team didn't like that they was over there in their space. So then, boom, shoves are being thrown. Blah, blah, blah. Trent goes out there. He just get off him. Blah, blah, like just all they're all scared. Whatever. So they and then that same week the Chargers had a brawl happen where somebody threw a punch, and so then the league was like, "Hey, we got to clean this up. This is not a good look. If you're shown throwing a punch or if you're fighting before the game, like you're going to be thrown out before the game even starts."
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it was like a big deal, like because it was getting out of hand. People are like warming up on the other team's side of the field, trying to like play mind games, trying to trying to stir the pot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why it's been a little bit cleaner as of recent because they've had the different teams making sure that the rule is you have to be inside your 40-yard line while you're warming up.
Okay.
So literally the 45 to the 45, there shouldn't be anybody in that part of the field. So we go out there. We're warming up in the end zone, and the linebackers, we always go out to our 40 to start doing our little linebacker drills. And so I start trotting over there, but I'm looking over there, and their DBs and their DB coaches are over there doing their little DB drills on our side of the 50, literally on our 40.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not trying to get into all that little shenanigans. So I told their coach, I said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be right here. We're gonna be on this." And he's like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna do our drills right here." And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, we on this side, but like they're not on that side. They're on our side." I'm like, "Okay." So like I gave him a second, let him because we needed to get our football and everything. I gave him a second, and they respectfully they went to their side of the field. But that was one of those moments where I was like, "Hey,
yeah, what are we gonna do?
Things get hairy."
Yeah.
Got Dre Greenlaw in the vicinity. All right, hey, better watch
out. It's a good thing that you did it. You said it.
Yeah, because like I said, I'm not trying to get into that because like I'm literally wasting my energy over here trying to do all that. So anyway, boom, everything was good, but like that just goes to show you like these little mind games being played before the game. So then boom, we get our pads on, and the vibes are just right. When things are just feeling good, and we're in the locker room, we bouncing around to the music, got the pads on, the ice whites on, and things are just
What's an ice white?
Oh, the ice white away jerseys.
Oh, okay. No idea what you're talking about.
We got the ice whites on, and we go strolling out there. We finish the warm up. We come back in, And the same message had been said. I told the guys when we went out there for the first warm up, there's like a million warm ups for these games. I told the guys, I said, there's a few guys in this huddle right now who weren't even a part of that game who are going to be playing crucial minutes in this game.
Mhm.
I said, this isn't about a revenge game. This is about us trying to go somewhere that we know that we're going to go, and this is the next step in that journey. And we have to take care of business in a hostile environment and take it.
Mhm.
We can't just think that we're the better team and we're just going to get it. We got to go execute. We got to earn it.
Mhm.
And then we go back in from warm up, and right before we're about to go on the field, Trent brings us up, and he says the exact same message when he wasn't even there when he heard what I had said. He
Aw.
says the same exact message, and so I'm like, you know what? We're just all just dialed in. We're all dialed in. We go out there, and the game doesn't start out the way we want it to.
It doesn't.
Boy, I win the coin toss. I'm on top of the world. Deshaun Jackson's out there. Shout out to him, respect to him. He just earned his retirement and whatnot. And boom, I win the coin toss when I haven't won the coin toss damn near all season. I've called. I'm up there. I'm on the sideline right before we go out. I'm like, boys, should I call heads or should I call tails? And Trent's like, man, call whatever you want because it doesn't matter if we lose because every time the offense has gone out there, they're gonna go down and score, and that's all I needed. Tails never fails. Call tails. We won. Defense goes out first, and we start out first down, second down, get them into a third and manageable, and we happen to let up on an explosive pass to AJ Brown. Hey, cool. Let's re-rack. Our game plan was on point. We executed at a high level. In the red zone, game plan was on point, and that it was so crucial for us to get those two stops to start the game and holding the field goals because the game is so much more different if we're down 14-0 and the offense has to score
Yeah.
compared to 6-0 offense scores and we're up 7-6.
Yeah.
And so, man, I can't say enough about that. Offense, obviously, it took them a little bit to get stuff going. But boy, once they got rolling, it was ugly.
Incredible.
It was ugly for the other team.
Yeah.
Because first of all, when our run game is going the way it's going with Christian and the offensive line, like, and we're running the ball for like 5-6 yards a pop,
Mhm.
give me a break. Like you're dead. Like you don't have a chance because now we can do whatever we want on offense. We can literally play action pass you all day long. We got the jet sweeps, the motions. You don't know if the ball's going to McCaffrey, if it's going to Deebo, if it's going to George, if it's going to Ayuk, if it's going to – literally, it's unbelievable. Per dog. Give me that. Give me that. Let me fake this here. Throw the ball to Deebo. And then pitch it back here. Like, watching them is unbelievable. So they end up getting their footing back, and then we're up. We score our first touchdown. We score a second touchdown right before the half. And then the whole mindset is, hey, we're going to lap them. There's this thing called lapping them where if you defer, then you get the ball at half, you want to score right before the half and then score again right after half without their offense having had a chance to touch the football. And so that's exactly what we did. We're up 21-6. And then they get the ball. They're driving on us. And the old Greenlaw play happens. And, of course, everybody's going to jump to Dre Greenlaw. He's always getting into something. I mean, I don't know. But, hey, listen. This one is valid, all right, because the fact that there was a cat who wasn't even a part of the game, there's literally a rule. There's a rule that you're not allowed to have anybody in the white of the sideline except for the head coach.
So you'll have to explain that to me because I was scrolling today and I saw how this guy may be getting in a lot of trouble. Who is this guy?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yep.
Because obviously I know that you cannot come in contact with anyone on the field except unless you're a player playing the game.
Yep.
So what? Obviously we saw Dre touch him a little bit.
Yes.
But like, what made that happen? And why, like, what was going on?
So how it started was, so Dre has this thing where he loves to just body slam people. He's got like,
but he finished when it was supposed to be finished.
But listen, you gotta let me finish the thought. He has this thing in his body where he's able to literally just lift cats off the ground and slam them, and like it's as if they're feathers. Now, Devontae Smith, he's obviously not that heavy to begin with, but I think it was who was out there with him? Was it AT, Ambry Thomas, or Mooney? One of them had kind of got a hold of Devontae Smith. Dre comes running over to finish the play, as we all do. That's what we're taught. We're supposed to finish the play. The whistle hadn't been blown yet, and Dre had kind of lifted him up, and then as the whistle was being blown, he threw him to the ground, and the back ref throws the flag immediately. Of course, Devontae doesn't like that, as he shouldn't. Who wants to be slammed to the ground? He gets up and is in Dre's face and it's on their sideline, which is obviously worst case scenario because now their whole entire sideline is getting involved. And Buddy, I don't know who this guy is. He's obviously, now having heard about it, he's one of their team security guards. Was already in the white, as he shouldn't have been. He's way too close to being involved on the field, and tries to be the instigate. He's trying to instigate by trying to push Dre away from Devontae. And so then Dre, obviously, instinct is like, what the hell? This isn't a ref. This isn't a player. This is some random guy touching me, and kind of gave him the old boom. I don't know what that is, but he just, hey, it's just instinct. Boom, and it just it glazed the cheek. That little finger glazed the cheek, and that's all it took. You're not allowed to put hands on nobody who's not in the game. So boom, they eject him. And couldn't have happened at a worse time when we're up 2 scores. Dre was playing the game of his life, sideline to sideline, physical as you know what, and was playing out of his mind, gets ejected. And I'm sitting here thinking, no way, this is unbelievable. Given the situation in the game, we can't have this, and then they're right there in scoring range. And so I told the huddle, I'm like, hey, man, we got to do this. We got to do this for my guy, for Dre Greenlaw right now. And OB, Oren Burks, comes in, does a fabulous job. And, I can't speak enough to how great OB's been all year. But, to come in that situation and just make some of the plays that he did, knowing what was going on, the game plan, executing, making open field tackles. OB, you the man. And unfortunately, they scored on that drive. But then the offense – because that made it a 1-score game now. And it's the third quarter? A lot of ball left. And people don't realize how close the game was at that moment. But then they don't remember that because what happens next? The offense goes out, Deebo Samuel. It's the Deebo Samuel show all game. And he catches the ball, runs it 50,000 yards, and scores a touchdown and brings it back back to 2-score game. And then obviously we were able to kind of pounce on them, and then the score ended up being what it was. But that was a crucial moment in the game where it's man, thank the Lord. Because what were you thinking when you were watching?
I was letting you finish your thought.
Sorry. Was I talking too much?
No, you said, let me finish my thought. So I was like, I'll let you finish your thought. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, beautiful. So I was going to ask you, when you said that, did you think the ejection was too harsh, or did you see that coming? Or because I didn't really see an ejection coming. I saw maybe him getting a hefty fine and everybody getting a real riled up, but I didn't expect him to get ejected.
No, absolutely not. Shouldn't have been ejected.
You don't think so?
No, absolutely not.
What about the guy? Why? So that's why I was asking you. Oh, gosh. Why did the guy get ejected as well?
Because he's over there on the field.
Who is he?
Touching a player.
Okay.
Touching a player.
When did he touch him? I don't know if I saw that.
He literally was over there trying to shove Dre and push him back away from Devontae. And his job,
I read a little bit, is just to protect the coach.
I don't know what his job
is. Or head of security or something.
I don't know what his job is. You're not allowed to be on the damn sideline.
He overstepped.
Yeah,
totally. And Dre was caught that overstepping, was get out of here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Buddy lucky that Dre.
And there was a video of the guy, and he was I sent it to.
He says him?
Yeah, the guy was after they had lost, all the players were walking back, and there's a video of the guy, and he says, don't worry, we're going to get him or something. What did he say?
No.
Yeah, he goes, we'll get him back. Like he was like dabbing everybody up, with his feathers puffed up like a peacock, being like, yeah, no, this guy's wild.
Wow, that is shocking.
I know. So
Oh
everyone's talking about like he's gonna get fired.
gosh.
What's gonna happen to this guy? Da
Oh
da da
gosh.
da. But
I
anyways,
hate people who just looking for attention, like, and you just getting involved when you don't need to. It's
I
like, what do you
know,
like? I don't know.
I
It was just
know.
a lot.
Imagine how
Dre
Dre
got to know. Dre got to
feels.
know that people are always looking to like try and get him riled up.
Right.
He's got a red dot on him. You know
He
what I'm
does.
saying?
He
And so
he
he's got to
really,
be.
really, really does.
But hey, you can't take that wolf out the wolf dog.
How was he after you saw him?
It's as if he didn't have a care in the world.
I
It's as if
love that.
nothing happened.
I love that.
He's in the tunnel, fully dressed, got his cologne on, and sees me. He's like, "We got him! We got him! Oh yeah!" Like just hyped up. I'm like, "You just got ejected."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, he got all this little energy. He ain't have to play a whole half of football, but he's gonna be fresh for next week.
I love
That's a
it.
positive. And still damn near led the team in tackles, even
I
though he ain't
know.
played half of football.
That was probably the best part of the game. Like, go Dre. Justice for
Go
Dre.
Dre, player of the
Also,
game.
another funny thing that happened is you lost your shoe.
Lost my shoe.
It was like, what is going on?
Literally right after he goes out. I don't know if it was the very next play. It might have been. They try to run a little QB run play up the middle, and Bosa makes a heck of a play, stalls the tackle, sets the edge, and then still makes the play. And I come through to make the tackle or to like kind of finish the play. And I think it was Javon or somebody caught the back of my shoe and my cleat falls off. And so I'm scrambling to try to hurry up and go put it on because they're going to see it and they're going to try and go fast and do a play. And so I get on the ground and I have it literally tied up so tight. It's not like my shoelaces came untied and it came off. It just literally slipped off the back because somebody stepped on it. So me trying to put that cleat back on right there, I'm like, it's dead. I literally couldn't do it. And I'm
With
so
your
mad.
gloves on and
I'm
all
so
that.
mad. I'm like, damn it. And then everybody's like, just go down, go down. And so I literally had to sit down, and then the official calls an official timeout.
I saw you running off with
And I
your
run
sock.
off. I run off with the damn sock. It's all wet because the freaking ground has water dew all over it. And so Flanagan fouls. Our field general comes to the rescue. He takes a little play in there, and the whole time I'm just thinking, like, please don't let them in the end zone. And then, boom, we stop them. I come sprinting back out there, and they end up scoring anyways. But anyway, it's okay because everything worked itself out. But yeah, the Philly fans, they were pretty sad at the end of that game. Of course, our players were having a ball, just like kind of, having fun with them towards the end there.
I know. I
Um,
was so interested to see like how they reacted whenever they kind of knew they were gonna lose.
I think they all just kind of headed home. They headed home.
Yeah, I saw a
It
meme
was a
today that was like,
cold,
"Where'd
rainy game.
everybody go?" And it was like empty in
It was a
there.
cold, rainy game, so it was not ideal for their fans. It was so funny too because rewind back to the beginning of the game as we're running out of the tunnel. We come out first, and then obviously the Eagles come out and they do their whole little thing. We come out, and my whole tradition thing is I'll always run down to the opposite end zone and kind of it's almost I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got it from Tom Brady. He always used to run all the way down, and he would used to yell, "Let's fucking go!"
Yeah.
That whole thing. And so I kind of do the same thing, but it's my own little spin on it. I do my whole little thing down there, and then I'm just looking up at the crowd, just staring them down with my arms out, as I kind of do my little head bob like this. And there's probably like just a full row of Eagle fans, like a bunch of dudes right there in the front row, and they're all just giving me the bird
Oh
like
my
this,
gosh.
just birding me off. And I'm just looking at them like,
Just crazy.
you don't know what you about to get into right now.
Yeah.
So
I got
Yeah.
some pretty intense DMs. It was pretty funny. They're so angry. They're angry when they win, and they're angry when they lose.
yeah, what is that?
Pick one.
Pick one.
Probably the ladder.
The latter.
Golly.
Oh man, yeah.
But
Of
amazing,
course.
amazing, amazing. So many, just incredible. And then kind of like not the top story, but Brock Purdy comes out at the game as the new favorite to win MVP.
Duh. Who else is supposed to win it this season? I'm
The
confused.
quarterback for the Texans.
Listen, he can have the offensive player or the rookie offensive player of the year award, rookie of the year award, because
Okay.
I mean he's done an outstanding job. It's great. I don't.
I'm not saying
Yeah,
he
yeah,
should
yeah.
deserve it. I
No,
was
I
just
know.
comparing
No,
him.
I'm sure his numbers. I don't know what his numbers look like. I'm sure him. I know he's been having a great year, but no, I can't put him over Purdy.
No, me either.
Her dog is literally first in all the major statistical categories. I'm pretty sure.
I just love how he was just smiling so big and just
Yeah,
so just like jolly and happy,
yeah.
and not in a happy way of just like, yeah, like you guys, like look at you now, like, you know, not in like a gross way, in a way of he was just genuinely happy
Mm-hmm.
that you guys had won. That he's just an incredible person, you can see, and an even better quarterback. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's the best.
He's the best.
He's the best guy ever.
And if anybody is out there watching and has a say so on the MVP voting, I'm pretty sure you should either vote Brock Purdy or Christian McCaffrey. Somebody on the 49ers needs to be winning MVP.
100%.
It's if it's not, then I don't understand. I know there's some other players out there who are having really good seasons.
Name him.
Dak Prescott has come on as of late, has
Okay.
had a really nice little run he's been having. But I mean, if you take the whole body of work out of an entire season, you can't say that. Like even in the moments where we weren't winning, Brock's numbers were still on the money. Like I don't know. I just feel like Brock's playing the best on the best team. Like it's like, come on.
Absolutely.
I'd give him the
What's
MVP.
understood does not have to be explained.
Exactly.
So I'm going to do my picks of the week before you.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to do our players of the week. So our team shout outs, my offensive,
I could probably guess who you're gonna pick.
Deebo Samuel,
Okay. Hmm.
which is usually always
I think
Deebo.
so.
I know. He's just so great.
So great.
And then defense, I'm going to say Demetrius Flanagan-Fowler.
Wow.
Because he stepped in when you needed him, / Dre Greenlaw.
Okay.
Because Dre needs, yeah.
We'll give it both of them.
They both need, but yeah, they both have my pick.
So amazing.
Your
Love your
turn.
picks. Love your picks, honey. Yeah, it's kind of hard not to give Deebo Samuel the game ball this week. I mean, you can give it to Brock Purdy, who just had 4 tugs on a light day, and is the MVP of the season. So you can give it to him. You can give it to Deebo. You can always give it to McCaffrey. He makes it look easy every week.
I think I always overlook him, just not overlook because he's always just so incredible. So when I make these choices, it's people that are kind of just like, spurts of greatness, not just, McCaffrey is always, literally, he never turns off. Yeah.
Always
so that's just like a given.
And another thing we got to shout out is he just eclipsed the 1,000 yards.
Another record he's breaking.
No record. He's hit 1,000 yards this season, which is the first time that we've done it for the Niners since 2014 when Frank Gore did it.
Okay.
So that's a big deal.
That is a big deal. Frank Gore's pretty popular.
Yeah. And he's done it in literally 12 games.
He's like some kind of superhuman.
For 5 games left?
He's a superhuman person.
Pretty good. So all those guys kind of get player of the games. And I gotta mention it. The run by Jawan Jennings when he caught that ball and just stiff arm buddy.
Oh my gosh.
And just ran in and trotted in the end zone. Like what?
Not like I can't. The way that who was that player that he did that to?
I think it was a rookie.
How embarrassing.
One of the rookie corners or whatever. But I mean, it's all over the place. You get it. You get one of the.
I know. It's just all of you guys.
Holy cow! Like it's like, can we get a break? If I'm the Eagles, I'm thinking, can we get a freaking break?
Yeah.
Man, incredible. And then defensively, I can't. It's hard for me to just give it to one. It was a complete team effort. Because let me just speak to, aside from linebackers, because you just spoke on them, the defensive front. I would probably give it to Javon Kinlaw because the things that were said about him after last year's NFC Championship game, which, he didn't have his best game. He was hurt and knees were messed up. Had a bad game, and the things that people were saying about him were just awful, nasty things. For him to come back and have the season he's having and obviously have 2 sacks this game is so big, and I'm so happy for him. He's going to continue to do great things. Their whole entire defensive line, the way they rush, the way they try to contain Jalen Hurts and making sure that They didn't give them the open passing lanes to just run, just straight down the field, open lanes. I think they did an outstanding job. And then matched with the coverage in the back end, all pro Mooney, all pro Diamador Lenore, who came in and just wham at the end of the game, smoke buddy. And Ambry Thomas, all of our corner nickels and our safeties, Jair Brown, Sean Gibson, the way that they're all playing right now in unison in the back end, that's going to give us a chance to win every single game. So I can't talk for me to just choose as one. So that's why I'm saying like the whole Russian coverage situation. That's the right there is the player of the game. The way that we played as a unit.
Absolutely.
And Dre Greenlaw.
And Dre Greenlaw. That wraps up our recap of the Philly game.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to go. I want to talk about, of course, some SEC football or some college football in general.
College football. It's a big time of year right now.
It was a big day for Bama.
Big weekend.
Yesterday was huge. We're going to the playoffs.
Woo!
We're playing Michigan on January 1st. And it's just so deserving.
You don't really care that you're the 4 seed and they're the 1 seed. Like that whole thing doesn't really matter to you.
Not one bit.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not one bit.
Yeah.
Should it?
No, it doesn't. I mean, just from a pride thing, I don't know.
No, it doesn't bother me. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Because they were originally going to play FSU, right?
Well, they got in over FSU.
They got in over FSU.
That was the whole thing. Like that was the big talk of the town. It was like Florida State. They won all their games.
Yeah, and their coach was so pissed about not getting in.
Statement about it.
Huge statement. Was just disgusted.
Yeah.
Well, get over it.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Because you ain't Bama, baby.
Whoa.
Where's your legacy? Where's your legacy at FSU? Once you create a legacy, then you can come crying if you don't get in.
Whoa.
We have a legacy that we're standing on, and that's why we get the upper hand.
All right.
Because we've proven it.
All right.
And we'll prove it again. January 1st.
This is what I'll say about it. I don't know much about college football. All right, I'm not going to sit here and say I've watched.
You played in college football.
I'm saying about this season.
Oh.
I'm not going to sit here and say like I've watched Alabama play all season. Well, I have watched most of the Alabama game because obviously I haven't watched all of Florida State's games or all of Michigan, Texas.
Neither have I.
You know what I'm saying? All these teams that are in that conversation, I haven't watched them all season, so I don't know how good they are. The thing I do know about Florida State is obviously they lost their starting quarterback. He broke his leg horrendously. And I saw the whole thing terrible. Was having a fantastic year, was a big reason for why they went undefeated. Now, the thing is, I can feel for the coach, I can feel for the team, because the team is more than just a quarterback. Everybody else in that locker room earned those wins and fought for an opportunity to play in the college football playoff. Yeah. They did what was required. They won every single one of their games against big-time competition. So now, on the flip side of that, if I'm a college football playoff committee member and I have this job of putting in the 4 most competitive teams I can into the playoff, is it about putting the top 4 teams who have a chance at winning it, or is it about putting the top 4 teams who've earned it? I think that's where it's kind of like.
Well, it depends on what your definition of earning it means.
If it's going off of earned it, guess what? Guess who's going to be in that thing, honey?
Who?
Florida State.
Well, that's your prediction of what earning it means. I think Alabama earned it.
Did Alabama go undefeated?
No, but that doesn't mean anything.
I'm not saying they didn't earn it. Let me just go ahead and say that first of all. I'm not saying they didn't earn it. I'm saying that Florida State, based on what they accomplished this season, unfortunately for Alabama, would have put them in over Alabama. You're telling me
because their quarterback broke his leg, and they came back and didn't lose any games. That's the reason they deserve to be in over Bama.
Because they won all their games.
Because they won all their games. Because their quarterback broke his leg.
And they won a conference championship, just like Alabama did. So it's like you're measuring.
Okay, our quarterback. I mean,
no.
He didn't break his leg, but I mean, he was playing crazy. He was playing crazy the first few games.
Crazy
that we lost.
What?
Crazy, not that well.
Okay.
And he came back, and did you see his reaction? He was crying tears.
And listen, honey,
when we won.
Listen, that's the thing about it is the thing that you're saying
the comeback
is the reason why they were put into it.
Because we deserved it more than Florida State in the committee's eyes and mine.
It's because they were a more competitive team in the playoff than Florida State will be in the playoff. Because Florida State doesn't have their starting quarterback.
Really? But they've won all their games, like you said.
They found a way.
Why
in
aren't
the
they
end.
competitive if they won all their games?
Here's the thing: they found a way to win those games in the end. Just now. Now they're about to go play the top 3 teams in the entire college football. That's a different ball game compared to trying to figure out a way to win your last couple games. So
Okay.
I'm just speaking. I see it both ways. I feel for Florida State. They had an outstanding season.
They did.
They deserve to be there, but obviously it's a horrible situation that happened.
Not everybody can go. There's not that many invitations.
Now this brings up a great point as to why there has to be an expansion of the college football playoff. You can't just put 4 teams in there and say woody hoo and just go about your business. You got to expand the playoff, which they are going to.
Okay, this might be the craziest question, but I think I have to ask.
Okay, go ahead and ask it.
Okay, don't laugh if it's stupid.
I'm not gonna laugh.
Okay, so you know how we go to the playoffs too?
Yep.
And it's not determined off of a committee. It's kind of just determined off of who wins.
Yes.
How come college isn't like that?
So college is a little different because there's so many different conferences and I guess strength of schedules. The NFL is all the best of the best.
Okay.
All right. College football, there's different levels of, you know what I'm saying, of
yeah.
It's hard for me to kind of explain,
of
level of play.
It's like private schools.
It's like different level of play throughout the entire college football world. There's so many schools to choose from. It's like you can't just be like, okay, we're just gonna put because how are you gonna establish who's the best to go in? People with the best record go in.
Yeah, isn't that how they do it in the NFL?
So if you go off of that, you're just gonna put all the teams who are undefeated, and that's
not fair because everybody plays different schedules.
There you go.
But as do we.
But we're all playing this. We're all in the NFL. You're all playing the best, the top. There's no there's this kind of. This is a better. I guess there is kind of. I don't know.
I feel like the SEC is the NFL of college football. So what if what if they did it a separate I don't know how to say.
They have their own little playoff that they do. SEC playoff, and then the whole rest of
and then FSU can play, and they can be happy.
Listen, we're just gonna go ahead and scrap
because everybody will get an invitation.
I know.
Everybody will get an invitation.
This is what we're gonna say. Back to what I was saying. So I think next year is the first year that it's starting. Is that they're gonna have a 12-team playoff?
Oh,
instead of 4. And so
that's a lot.
So the top 4 teams get a first round bye, and then they have to kind of bat, and everybody else battles it out. And they go.
I feel like that's more fair. That's more fair.
Last 2 team standing, boom, boom, and then we got a champion.
Do you think that's better than what they have now?
Way better.
Okay.
Not even close.
Has BYU ever made it to the playoffs?
So we've won a national championship, if that's what you're asking.
What?
Back in 1984, I think. Don't get mad at me if I'm wrong, Cougar fans, but it's been a while. We went undefeated. I think we might have beat Alabama in that game.
No, don't be crazy. I think you're.
We're gonna look it up after this. I don't want to look it up right now, but we did win a national championship. The whole college football playoff format just was formed not that long ago. I think it was back in 2016 when it was formed.
Okay, so I'm just really happy we made it, you guys.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. You guys made it.
I'm wondering,
you're really happy
January
about
1st, where will we be as a team? What will you be doing? Because I'm should I go to the Rose Bowl?
January 1st, we'll still be in regular season playing games.
In regular season. I wonder where it is, the Rose Bowl.
It's in Pasadena, where Maya goes to school.
Pasadena, California?
LA.
Oh my gosh, I could literally just drive if I wanted.
You probably could.
Or just hop on a quick 50-minute flight.
Maybe.
If it's on a Friday, you want to go?
I will not be
Why?
going.
It's on a Friday?
Yeah, if it's on a Friday, I can't go because I have football stuff.
Friday night? It's like date night. We do date night Friday night.
I know, but we don't go on date night and jump on jets and planes to go places.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay,
Michigan's
so
favored by 1.5 points.
how does that make you
Who
feel?
cares?
Uh-oh.
Was Philly favored this game or were we?
We were favored.
Yikes. Whatever. They don't know anything.
Okay.
And then Washington versus Texas. Washington, how come that's not ringing a bell for me?
Washington, all purple.
I mean, I know who they are, but like, have I seen them play one game this season? No.
I think they went undefeated.
We know how much that matters. Not much.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, so my question to you is, now that you know, I mean, you know football and Alabama, you've watched closer this season. Do you think we could win it all?
Yeah, you guys always have an opportunity to win it all.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, as long as Nick Saban is your coach, they're dialed in the right way.
You mean that?
They get all 5-star recruits every single season. They should, they probably should be the favorite.
It's either going to be us or it's going to be Texas. Texas is whooping tail.
Texas, they whooped y'all pretty good earlier in the season, huh?
Can you not? That was when we were having our dip, like I told you, and that's why we deserve to be where we're at. So that's a perfect segue.
Uh-oh.
Perfect segue into, now we're going to talk a little bit about just NFL, because we talked about our game, we talked about a little bit about college. We're going to talk about how DeMeco Ryans and the Texans win their 7th game in a row. They defeated the Broncos, and now they have a 5-game winning streak. No, sorry. They snapped. They broke the Broncos' 5-game winning streak.
Yeah.
We win. The Texans won their 7th game.
Yes.
So
it's looking like they're on the road to the playoffs right now.
I heard a lot of talk about that quarterback. I didn't know much about him, and then
C.J. Stroud.
Yeah. He's a real deal.
Real deal.
Ohio State. How come they're not in the college playoffs?
They lost to Michigan.
Oh.
Remember how we were talking about how that's like the most heated
rivalry
in
we watched that game.
We watched the game.
That was the deciding factor?
That was the deciding factor.
Oh, wow.
So we could literally be sitting here talking about Ohio State being in the playoff over Michigan.
Wow. Incredible. Mm-hmm. Go DeMeco, go. He should, win the award for Coach of the Year for sure.
Between him and Kyle Shanahan.
You think Kyle Shanahan's in the running? No, I'm really asking. Why is that funny?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Let me catch my breath. Holy smoke!
Because I'm thinking, because DeMeco's like new and like fresh and brand new team. Yes. Kyle Shanahan is like he's a seasoned vet.
Anybody who just heard that, please don't go after my wife.
Here we go.
All right, listen, it was a naive statement.
No, they can come after me.
It was a naive statement. All right, he's obviously coaching the best team in the league right now.
Totally.
He just walked into Philadelphia Eagles, who were 10-1. I'm
not taking that away. I just thought Coach of the Year was for someone that was like a new splash. Kyle's been doing this for a long time.
He has been, but
and you guys are always in the playoffs. You're always a good team.
Listen,
I'm just explain myself. The reason why I had that reaction
go ahead, explain yourself.
Is because in my brain, Coach of the Year is like a splash player,
like a new cat on the block.
Yeah, that's what it kind of means.
Like a new guy on the block who, okay, we didn't know about him. Yeah. You guys are doing pretty good. Yeah, here, we'll give it to you.
Totally. Like Kyle's been to the Super Bowl.
Got it.
Kyle's like a seasoned vet.
Doing
this his first year. That's what I thought the award. Like,
and you know what? When you explain it like that, makes perfect sense.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yes, honey, to answer your question, Kyle's in the running.
Well then, beautiful. We should take it all then, huh?
We'll see.
We'll take Coach of the Year, Kyle Shanahan. Mm-hmm. We'll take MVP, Brock Purdy, or Christian McCaffrey.
And then whoever doesn't win MVP, the Offensive Player of the Year
would be that one. And then Defensive Player of the Year, Fred Warner.
Wow.
And then Super Bowl champions.
Whoa.
And then Baby Warner due March 2024.
Whoa. That sounds like heaven on earth.
Yeah, that's how it should go.
Okay.
Whew. Okay, and then Chargers beat the Patriots 6-0.
You have anything to say about that?
Thoughts on Bill Belichick firing rumors? That's the question for you.
Oh, I mean, it's getting ugly out there in New England. I mean, it's been ugly all season, but it's getting really ugly. I am shocked, I have to say. I'm shocked that Mr. Bill Belichick has let it get this bad. Because I don't feel like they have I'm sitting here thinking about their roster, and I don't think they have that horrible of a roster. I feel like they have good players.
I don't know.
So it's now that I have to think about, all right, like what's their schemes look like? And I haven't watched any film. I can't sit here and say that I've watched them play any games, so I don't know what's going on over there. But obviously Bill has a reputation of being obviously a high level head coach in
Has
this
he won
game.
Coach of the Year before?
I'm sure he has. He has won 6 Super Bowls.
Whoa.
Yeah, but he also had Tom Brady, and he doesn't have Tom Brady anymore. So now people are kind of looking at him a little crazy, looking like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on here? All of a sudden, Tom, and we can't get any sustainable winning seasons. What's going on?"
Mm. Well, I
So
hope they don't. I hope they don't fire somebody at 6. I mean, come on, let's be for real. Like, it's not his fault.
no, I mean, hey, this league is about what you've done for me recently, what you've done for me lately. League is
Well,
what they call it.
that's just dead wrong
They don't
because
give a damn how many Super Bowls you
he
done
doesn't need to
won.
go
Are you
anywhere.
going to win us a Super Bowl this year?
Might not be this year, but maybe it'll be the next for him.
He's got to show some sort of promise.
Well, I mean, if he's not given the tools to do that, what do you expect him to do? Just start
And that's
magic?
what I'm saying. I think they have good players. That's why I don't understand what's going on over there. So anyway, I'm saying like they've had ever since Tom Brady left like 5 years ago, they haven't had like
It was like a
a
steady
good season.
decline.
They haven't
Yeah.
had a good season since then.
Well, we wish them the best, but not better than us.
That's right, honey.
Okay, so next up we have Seahawks versus Niners at home. Woo!
Yummy.
So that'll be fun. Is that on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't know if it was on Thursday or not.
Mm-hmm.
This Sunday we're gonna play the Seahawks at home. Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
We beat them last time we played them.
Thanksgiving.
Yep,
Only a
31-13.
couple weeks ago.
And yeah, so excited to play them at home. Is it going to be any different? Do you have any different thoughts? Everything.
I mean, similar to what I was talking about to begin the show, is human nature. And I'm not saying this happened when we played the Cowboys, but we beat the Cowboys up. The score is 42-10. All right, similar to how the score was in this past game. And you're on top of the world. You're feeling yourself. You think you're the best thing since sliced bread, and then all of a sudden you drop 3 straight. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to sit here and be like, oh, we dropped 3 straight because we were feeling ourselves and we got cocky, blah blah blah. Because I don't think that was the case. But human nature is human nature. So what do you take from that lesson? Because you can sit here and you can just you can let things repeat themselves, or you can learn from a hard lesson that you learned. Because when you lose 3 games in a row, it's as if the whole sky's falling and things are not good. So in order to prevent that from happening, this will be the last day that I'm hoping that any other person on our team is going to discuss anything about an Eagle. That whole thing is done. All right, we took care of business. Congratulations, we did that. Now we have a lot of ball left to play, and we got to take care of a lot of more business. It's not about we hope that the Eagles lose next week to Dallas, and we hope that this happens with Detroit and playoffs. No, 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 no. This is about controlling what we got to control. This is about taking care of business that we got to take care of. And I don't care what you've done in the past. Nobody cares what you've done. I don't care that you just blew out the Eagles, that you blew out Dallas. What are you going to do right now? What are you going to do right now? What are you going to do this week? And Seattle has always given us fits. And yeah, we took care of business Thursday night when we played them. But they still have a really good team, and it's a divisional opponent. And they're licking their chops coming off of 10 days of rest, where they've been sitting there in that film room. Their coaches have been dialed in. Their players have been like, man, we got to get this thing turned around. And we got to go find a way to beat these Niners up, who are sitting there riding on their high horse. And I'm not going to let that happen, because I'm not made of that. Our team's not made of that. And I'm not satisfied with just beating a team in the regular season. It's like is it meaningful? But yeah, but like, no, there's a lot more things that we want to accomplish this season.
But this will be the second time we played them, right? This regular season?
Seattle?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. That's the only thing that I just hate it when we have to play teams twice.
Teams that we play twice a year, it's hard.
I hate that.
It's hard to beat a team twice. That's why divisional games are so important. And we went undefeated in our division last year, and it was a big deal. And so we got to take care of business at home this week. Like, it's so crucial, pivotal.
I know.
And we will. I'm gonna make sure we keep our head on straight and we put together our best week of work yet. And then Sunday we let that thing loose. We let it fly.
I know.
We let it fly high.
I'm excited.
And it's at home, which is really exciting because I
Totally.
love it at home. And hopefully we got defensive intros.
I feel like it will be. Last time it was offensive intros.
Well, let's get to it.
Uh-oh. So yeah, wish us luck Sunday, guys. Big game, big game, big game. But enough about football. I'm footballed out. We are going to catch up on just some life stuff, some around the world stuff.
Okay, let's hear it.
One thing I want to talk about was Christmas movies because, you guys, okay, so we don't have cable at our house, and I have just been like, this is something Fred's gonna love talking about. So we went on this beautiful bi-week trip a couple weeks ago, and they had cable in the hotel rooms, and I was just like dying because it was like Food Network, Freeform, TLC, all the Christmas movies were on all of these channels, which we don't have. And I remember just like when I used to have those like back in the day as like a kid, and I missed it. And I was thinking on, let me finish my thought. I was just thinking on it for weeks. I've just like throwing little hints to Fred, like, hey babe, what do you think about getting cable? And he's like, not for it. And I'm like, okay, I'll wait a few more days. Babe, what about some cable? You want to get some cable so we can, and then I said, well, how about we just cancel some of our subscriptions, which I canceled Hulu today. Just wanted to let you know that.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Just to all of that to say, wrapping that up, I got cable, and I and I waited till it was date night to tell Fred, and I really slipped it nice, and I said, babe, so I got something for us, and I decided to just get cable just for the holiday season. I said we can only have it for a month, and then we'll cancel it. For real. I'm being serious.
I hear you.
So we're only gonna have it for like a month, maybe 2, and then we're gonna cancel it, and it'll go back to our no cable life.
You're hoping I just forget about it, and then
no, because I think about it daily. Because I don't want to go broke either, babe. I don't want to go broke either. So we got to cancel.
Here's the thing, just to kind of clarify to the people, because I don't know if you clarified it.
What?
We have damn near every other.
No.
What's it called?
Channel?
No. We have every freaking streaming platform.
Correct.
On the planet Earth. So that's why I'm like, all right, cable and all that is a little OD.
Okay.
That's all I was saying.
And I did agree with that.
You sure did.
But sometimes on those, like on, let's say, Amazon Prime, they make you pay for the good Christmas movies. It's not free.
It's not free. Nothing in life is free.
So, we're just going to enjoy it.
Christmas movies on Disney Plus and...
Yeah, they do have on Disney Plus.
Sure
Maybe we'll cancel Disney Plus. Is that a good one to cancel?
Anyway, we'll move on from the cable talk.
No, that because we have a baby.
We'll move on from it.
We have a baby coming.
Move on.
Anyways, all of that to say, I was like just scrolling the other night, and I was like, what is all the Christmas movies were on, and it made me think about like what is my favorite Christmas movie.
Okay.
So I think. Well, actually, you go first.
I want to hear yours.
Okay. I might need a second. I think I'm in between 2.
You just said you knew.
Okay, fine. I think Elf. Was my favorite Christmas movie.
Okay, tell the people why.
Because it's just so wholesome, and what is his name? I'm forgetting.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell's my favorite comedian. He makes me just cry laughing. He's so funny. And I just think it's like wholesome. It's funny. It's got all the holiday cheer, the spirit. It just it's the best. If I had to pick a second, it would be Four Christmases.
Whoa, that's mine.
That's yours?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Oh my God. That's right up my alley.
Is that really your favorite?
That's literally my favorite.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're not really like I like the classics too, but I don't really watch them as much. I mean, also I'm not sure if it's not a Christmas movie, like Harry Potter. Harry Potter's always on during Christmas. So that's my favorite.
That's not a Christmas movie at all.
Movies of all time, I would say.
What about Home Alone? How do you feel about that?
Oh, I can't get into that. You know that.
Don't do it.
You like Home Alone?
I do.
Yeah.
I think all of them.
What about those not creepy, but those really old looking cartoonies that we used to be on? Did you watch those?
What is that?
They're cartoons and they're Christmassy, What are those
Oh, like the
called?
skeletons?
Huh?
Like the skeleton people?
No, not Nightmare After Christmas.
Oh,
Like it's episodes, and it's really old
I don't know.
school. Man, guys, sorry. I'm just. What are
Four
those?
Christmases is by far my favorite. Elf is a good one, and then Home Alones are also a good little Christmas film to throw on the TV and
And all the
just.
Santa Claus movies,
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
those are
But that's
really
not
good.
really my. It's not
Oh,
really my
also
thing.
Jingle All the Way. That's a good one
I'm not
with
even sure what that is.
is it Arnold Schwarzenegger that's in that movie?
I don't even. I've never heard
You
of.
never seen that one?
I don't know.
Wait, wait.
I think we should watch Four Christmases tonight.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I think
Is that who's in
that's
that?
on the docket. By the way, who's playing on Monday Night Football
Yeah,
right now?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Is you've never seen this movie? Jingle All the Way with the toy? This one.
Jingle all the way. Nope.
Wow. Okay, that's on the list for real.
Wow.
Anyways, Monday Night Football. I'm not sure who's playing right now. Who's playing?
I'm not sure. I think the Raiders maybe. Somebody's playing, obviously. But yeah, there's some really, really good Christmas movies out there, and then we are in that time of the season. The streets starting to look a little bit more. We blend in a little more these days, is
Yeah,
what
we
I should
do.
say, because we're sticking out like a sore thumb for a good month there, since we put our lights up at the beginning of November. But yeah, I think that's that. That's all on that.
Dancing with the Stars update. Hello.
Oh, well, we were just talking about Christmas. Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing really to update. I think it's
No one got eliminated.
kind of silly that nobody got eliminated. Like, what's the point of having a semifinal if you're going to just let everybody go on to the final? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I guess we'll just do another round 2 of it next
Tomorrow will
tomorrow.
be good.
Is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow's the finale.
Gosh,
Yeah. So we'll have a lot to say next week about
yes, we
Dancing with the
will.
Stars.
Yes, we will.
But that's pretty much it. We haven't really been watching anything but cable. So
If anybody other than what's her name, Zochi,
what?
Zochi,
What about her?
if anybody other than her wins it, like it's a fraud.
The Vanderpump Rules girl.
Nope. She's after watching these dances this last week, she's great. Don't get me wrong, but Zochi and her partner are in their own league.
I know. I started crying at that dance when she danced to
They're in their own league.
Olivia and Rose.
She knows how to connect
That song is so good.
to the good old heart.
Oh my gosh, she's incredible. Incredible. Okay, guys, so this brings us to our next segment, which is the fan questions. I will start off with the first one from Kevin Andrews Photo asked, would love to know if Fred and Deebo spoke much before the game. Could he tell this week that he was about to unload like he did?
Well, the quick answer is no. There wasn't any sort of sit down discussion where we sat down and I'm like, hey, Deebo, how you feeling? What's your vibe going into this game? I know Deebo, and he's one to stand on business, as they like to say, as the kids like to say these days, the whole stand on business, on business. Deebo had a little chatter about how he felt about the old Eagles and some of their players, and hey, so be it. The thing that you got to do when you're chit chatting is you got to what's the word I'm looking for? You got to back it up. You got to back it up with your actions, and boy did he, with 3 tugs and whatever amount of yards that he did.
Love it. Yours is next.
Mine's next. Okay, at Damian Allen 1449. They asked, question for Sydney. Fred seems like such a cool guy.
Oh.
Hey, thanks, man. Or yeah, Damien, thanks, man. But what is one pet peeve you have with him? Ooh, LOL, he said.
One of my pet peeves I have with Fred.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't even have to think about it. Number one pet
Wow,
peeve.
don't even have to think about it, huh?
Because there's
so many.
So seldom.
Okay.
They're so seldom that I just, the one that bothers me the most is, ladies, You know how you like to groom your man, make sure he's looking good, fresh, nothing's in his mouth, on his face, on his back, on his shoulders. When I try to, let's say your husband, boyfriend, lover, partner has a blemish,
Oh my God.
and you think it's appropriate to extract that blemish, Fred will not
So
allow.
popping zits.
Ew, why do you think so nasty?
That's exactly what it is. We're not going to sit here and sugarcoat it.
No, it's not. Usually you just have like oil, like blackheads, because you refuse to use skincare.
Baby, we could sit here and we could say what it is. You want to pop these little bumps, all right, all over my body. And that's so if that's my pet peeve,
Yeah.
I don't let you do it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
It's my number one pet peeve.
Thank you. And you just spoke on my pet peeve. It's you popping my bumps.
Well, I don't pop your bumps, so how is that a pet peeve if it's something that literally doesn't happen?
That's hilarious that you said that's my pet peeve.
Back
So I'm
when we
like,
used
all
to
right,
date, you
that
guys.
means I'm actually doing my thing. I'm doing all right.
Back when we used to date, he would let me. He would be so sweet about it, and like, you know, because he was trying to reel me in. Oh, I'll let you do whatever you want. La 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 la. Guess what? Now can't even get 2 inches. Like he will literally run away. So I've had to just start scratching them off when I see them, like super fast. Like I just like eyeball it, and I'm just like, okay, like 5, 6, 7, 8, scratch, and I just like scratch his skin to try to get it off.
Probably shouldn't be saying it sounds bad.
No, it's not, because sometimes it needs to be extracted.
Or maybe the women who are listening, they're gonna.
Who's gonna get the bumps on your backs if it's not me?
I don't know.
See?
You know, honey, bless you.
Thank you.
Bless your heart. And I'm really happy that's your pet peeve of mine.
That's it. And when you use the bathroom downstairs in the non-communal bathroom. Okay, I'm gonna say this one too.
No, we're done.
No,
we're
it's
done.
okay. It's not. It's not. It's not.
They asked for one. They asked for one pet peeve. Now it's your turn to answer the question, or do the questions from the fans.
I'll save you. Okay. Third one is at C Peterson 2449. Can we get our QB Brock Purdy on the Warner House sometime soon?
Ooh.
I don't know. I think Brock Purdy's pretty booked and busy.
No.
He's out here doing Alaska Airlines commercials.
You're right.
Chevy.
Wait, Alaska Airlines?
Yes.
Honey.
Yes.
Wow.
Chevys. Ford. You know, any you name it. He's out there. So he's pretty booked and busy.
Yep.
I don't know. He's got time for the little Warner House, but Fred, you can ask
little
him.
old Warner House, huh? Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can get him on here.
We're not writing the big checks.
It'd be quite the episode.
Like Alaska
I would
Airlines.
love to pick Brock Purdy's brain a little bit.
That'd be nice.
I'm sure the fans would enjoy that.
Yeah. They would. Okay, guys. I think that's it for this Victory Monday audio only episode. We hope you enjoyed it. We're so sorry that we could not grace you with our stunning faces this week, but don't be alarmed. We'll be back in studio next Monday, and we have a surprise. We have a Warner House family Christmas episode that we're so excited for. Mm-hmm. We've got me, Fred, original recipe, with Troy, Fred's little brother, and Bailey, his wife. And just so you guys know, like, Troy's been in the football world for just about as long as Fred has. They're 18 months apart, something like that. So he's got a lot for us to ask him just about like their lives and their journey with football compared to ours and vice versa. So we've got lots to talk about. So we're super excited for that. Don't miss that one. That'll be really fun. And that's really it. That's all we have coming up. You guys wish us good luck on Sunday. And then be sure to, of course, follow 3013 for anything NFL related. Audio only. Listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And then, of course, we're always on YouTube. So thank you guys. We love ya, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Peace out.
Bye, guys. Be sure to subscribe anywhere you get your podcasts and to the Warner House on YouTube.